Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be watching more Lost today. We are on episode 15 of season 6. We are devastated about last episode. We lost 3 people, possibly 4, but I'm in denial about Frank because I feel like we didn't truly saw him hit by a door.
Steel door. I don't think
He's
I know.
Gone.
I'm like, he's just going to submerge. I don't know. He's going to be
They're
somewhere.
going to find his wings somewhere.
No, he's submerged.
He's submerged right now,
out.
but he's going to emerge. And be like, I'm still here. But now he's probably gone too. But losing Jin, Sun, Saeed, Frank, awful. And Kate's injured. We don't know how she's going to end up.
Yeah.
Is she going to survive
I bet you, speaking of Kate, that since she's not a candidate, Locke's going to try to kill her. And Claire is going to redeem herself by saving her life. That's my guess.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to lose more. I don't know if there's going to be one person
I think we
standing
are.
at the end.
I think everybody who's alive in both realities, one version of them has to die.
Yeah.
That's my theory. So far, it seems to be coming true.
I know. I'm scared. But shall we get into this episode?
Yes.
Let's do it.
What? What?
Is this a new crash?
It's like never ending.
Old crash. You
Smoke
want
monster.
your baby.
That's a lovely name.
Oh,
The beginning of it all.
now she's speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of your people.
And she does too.
There's only me.
Unless it just
Eat this and then we'll...
maybe just changed for us.
Yeah.
Way you got here. By accident.
Crap.
It's coming.
Is it really early? She's big though.
This is why you don't travel when you're pregnant.
Oh, it's so clean too. It's so... No umbilical cord.
It's Jacob.
Ah, I kind of wondered. The beginning. So he was born. Are they
they're
twins?
So could the smoke monster be Jacob's brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crap. She's like worried about it. It's gonna come out
Fire.
stabbing.
Red eyes.
With a black shirt.
Widmore.
I only picked one name.
Do Jacob backwards.
Covered in dark and light.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What?
No!
Ooh.
What? What? What?
Holy crap.
That poor woman!
Jeez.
What gave her the right to
At
do
the
that?
very least, I mean...
I've always wanted children.
feed
She
them.
obviously saw something.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Wow.
What year was this? If she's speaking Latin as a regular language.
This is like, I think this is like way beyond generations
Yeah,
generations
this is a long
ago.
time ago.
So, do you want to play or don't you, Jacob?
Mother.
Yes. I want to play.
An eternal game.
You'll be sorry.
Do you love me, Jacob? Yes. Tell me what happened.
Aw.
Evil.
A smoke monster.
Can I keep the game?
Of course you can. That's why I left it for you.
Came from you?
I said that. Where else would it come from?
She is evil. She kills
Somewhere else.
women. Wow, she really shelters him, protects him.
Yeah, but
She's
they don't
evil
die.
herself to kill their mother. Oh, I heard you. Hey, you punk kid.
It looks like us. They're not being like us. They don't belong here. We are here for a reason.
What reason?
That's your theme song.
It's not time yet.
Mother, what reason?
Why would they hurt us? Because they're people, Jacob, and that's what people do.
But we're people. Does that mean that we can hurt each other?
I've made it so you can never hurt each other.
Ah. You can have other people hurt.
Whoa, it's
Whoa.
glowing.
What is this place?
It's a portal.
The Cave of Wonders.
What's down there?
Light. Warmest, brightest light you've ever seen or felt. And we must make sure that no one ever finds it. It'll have to be one of you.
Why not just team up?
Pit him up
It
together.
doesn't work that way. Oh, the mom.
It's all right. Don't be afraid.
I'm the first whisperer.
Yeah, right? Whisper.
What?
He doesn't see. He doesn't see her.
What's wrong? I'm going for a walk to the beach. I'll meet you later.
Oh, God, so his real mom's going to tell him what happened.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Come to the light.
Super
Why
bright.
can't Jacob see you? Because I'm dead? They came here 13 years ago. The day before you were born.
Ah, those were her people.
Ship was wrecked in a storm. Ship? What's that?
It's a way for people to get from one place to another. It's how we came across the sea.
There's nothing across the sea.
There are many things across the sea. You come across the sea too.
No, that's not true. That's not what my mother told me.
She's not your mother.
She's not your mother.
I am. Wow, what a mind. Ooh. And this is why they have strife.
So starts the distrust.
Yep. And is he going to hurt her? And then him and Jacob start
Oh,
fighting.
is he gonna leave? He's gonna go to them?
I don't want to go by myself. We can't. Mother loves us. She doesn't love us. Stop. It was all a lie. Stop it. She's not even our mother.
Like, it's a lot
That's
to
a
take
huge
in.
shock.
Wow, he's just punching him out.
Jacob! What are you doing? He's leaving. He's going to them. To the other people. What?
I know now. There is another place across the sea. It's where I'm from. And I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go home. To my mother.
Ooh.
I'm your mother.
You killed my mother.
And she's not saying anything about it, so holy crap, yeah.
Whatever you have been told, you will never be able to leave this island.
That's not true. One day I can prove it.
Ah, that's why he's working so hard.
Since
To
that
this
young.
day.
It is beautiful. The same
But
beach.
man, it's a hell though.
And this is still a long time ago, so they just stopped at this age.
Visit me. I lived among them for 30 years.
Yeah.
Greedy, manipulative, untrustworthy, selfish. Why are you with them?
'Cause that's what I'm like.
Means to an end. When?
Death.
Trying to kill you.
I'm leaving, Jacob. Found a way off the island. No, it's impossible. There is no way off the island.
It's the same dagger.
What are you gonna do when she dies? She's never gonna die, Jacob. Everything dies. I don't want to leave this island. It's my home. Oh, it's not mine. May I join you? Yes. You don't have any idea. I have no idea. Because you wouldn't tell me, Mother. What is that? It's a wheel. We're gonna make an opening. One much bigger than this one. And then I'm going to attach that wheel to a system we're building. A system that channels the water and the light. And then I'm going to turn it. And when I do, I'll finally be able to leave this place. How do you know all this? How do you know it will work?
He just knows. Yeah, because he knows a lot
You told
from
me.
before, too.
Please don't do this. I am so sorry.
She's gonna try to kill him. Man. Killed the mom, then her son. I know she's
I
trying
didn't
to,
think it
like,
was gonna
protect
happen.
something major, but I'm like, you're murdering people now in your own family. Like, you're not pure.
Jacob, everything is great now.
It's time.
He didn't die, though. Is it out?
You're
That's not as bright.
What's down there? Life, death, rebirth. It's the source, the heart of the island.
Ah, bottle.
That you protect this place for as long as you can. And then you'll have to find your placement. I don't want to protect this place. Someone has to. I don't care. My time is over. Why? Why is your time? It has to be you, Jacob. No, it doesn't. You wanted it to be him.
Ah.
But now I'm all you have.
Oh, man.
Busted.
It was always supposed to be you, Jacob. I see that now. And one day you'll see it too, but until then.
He's enlightened. Like Desmond.
Now, you and I are the same.
But now he won't age, so that would make more sense why he stops at that age. And how'd she drag him to the top? She buried it?
Is it ruined? Oh, so
Wow, how'd she even
buried.
do that? It's a lot of work. Even the tree, is she a smoke monster too? Like, oh. Oh.
Black smoke.
Are those his people?
You burn them all down?
No
Oh, yeah.
way. Did
No,
she do all of
everybody?
that?
All those people?
Holy crap.
Well, he
She
told
did.
her that they knew. They all knew.
So she's bad too. I mean,
she's
to
wicked.
protect the light, but she's killing everyone.
And she was kind of like leaning toward him being the next, her successor.
Oh, he's saving the game.
Oh. All he wanted was to leave.
So the anger makes him turn.
Yeah.
How
Smoke
does
coming
he
out of his
come to
ears.
smoke? Yeah.
I'm
I am
steaming.
so smoked.
Aw, all her work.
Yeah. You know, it could have been for the better if she just, like, explained things to them instead of lying. Well, this is pretty dark for murdering people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh,
God.
he just stabbed her right through.
Holy crap. With that dagger. Oh, God.
Why wouldn't you let me leave, Mother? Because I love you.
Could have asked her that before.
She wanted to be released. It's messed up.
And so Jacob's going to come in and see this.
Yeah.
Jacob, what did you do? Wait, listen. What did you do? What did you do?
Here we are
They're
again.
supposed to be able to fight each other. Same as when they were kids. Why did he even bring him here?
She brought you back here? Yes. Why would she? Because I have to protect it now. I want to find the
Just throw him in.
You want to leave this place, brother? Go.
Wow. Holy crap!
Oh! That's going to probably give him
So
this
that's his
superpower.
torment. He just got sucked into it.
Wow, I guess so. Uh-oh. It's worse than death, she said.
Oh,
here comes
that's
the smoke monster.
why.
Upgrade.
You become like demonic monsters.
Ah. Ta-da.
So you created that. He just threw him in there. Like, no, like, beat him up. I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to do something worse. Like, light and dark. It's very gray. I know he feels bad, but he was angry enough to
He was very angry.
make it worse than death. You know?
Rocks in the cave.
Yeah. That was early on in the show.
Where did they come from? Did you guys shoot a polar bear last week?
Yeah, crazy.
Where did that come from?
Aww.
Who were these men? Actually, one of them's female.
Crazy. So they're the ones that are in the cave?
Adam and Eve.
Huh. But he's still alive, though.
Yeah, but his body's not.
Yeah.
Kind of like Locke's body.
Huh. Interesting. Goodbye.
Never. No, you goodbye.
That was a good story, though.
That was.
Even
Wow,
from the
right from the-
introduction, you just knew that this was a long time ago.
Yes.
Wow.
And we never really got his name. They never named him.
Yeah, I was trying to really
Jacob,
listen for that.
but they didn't say anything about
No,
the
they just
second-
kept
Man in
calling him
Black.
brother.
Right.
Yep.
So Jacob's brother. We'll just say that.
Wow, huh? Well,
And I do feel bad for him.
me too.
I mean,
They make it a lot more complicated where it's not just good versus evil.
It's not
Like,
just
there's a
black and
lot
white.
of gray area. And even Jacob, like, he kept getting really upset. And even from the start, when the Man in Black, as a child, saw his dead mother, have the vision and heard the truth and confronted his mother about it, she didn't deny it, and Jacob still went with her. Like,
Yes.
I would be a bit upset about that.
he's too
And, like,
good.
really,
He
Mom?
can't think of anyone, telling a lie to him. He just can't think that his mother would, be malicious like that.
Yeah.
He just thinks everything is pure. That's all he knows. He's only been taught by one person.
Yeah. Like, I would think that you would be a bit upset and be like, oh, I mean, I just feel like I know Jacob is good, but I just feel like he's super sheltered too. Like,
Yes,
he doesn't ask
too much
any
so,
questions.
yes.
And
He just
even
believes.
if I heard, Mom, you actually murdered my actual mom, I
And
would
Mom's
be
not
like,
saying anything?
yeah,
I'd
and
be
she's
like,
not denying it. I'd be like,
Well, I mean,
oh, I'll
he did
stay
ask
by
her
her.
outright.
But
She
yeah,
said yes.
but he
What's
should
that
have asked right
accusation?
then. Yeah.
I know. I would have been like, wait, what is this nonsense?
And your brother's going
Like,
to go off
what
to
is
these
this?
strange people. So if it's that bad, wouldn't you ask your mom? Mom, is that true?
Yeah.
You're not
But
saying
he's
anything.
he kind of just has
Doesn't wanna
faith in
know.
that everything's happening for a reason. It's kind of like how it seems.
Yeah, you just blindly trust. And here, their mom, I'm going to keep doing quotations, but the one who killed their actual mom, she was murdering people. Like, I get she has to protect this light source if it's heaven.
Murder a
I
lot
don't
of
know. Like, but she's
protecting
murdering
the
people.
island. That's
And
all she cares about.
yeah, and she keeps saying that, oh, yeah, men are evil and, they do a lot of wrongs, they're selfish, and yet she's murdering people. I know she has a greater purpose, but to justify, oh, yeah, I'm going to murder these people because I need to protect this thing no matter what.
You know how Saeed in the last episode told Jack there's a cave where Desmond is? You think it's that cave or near that
Maybe.
light source?
I mean,
I thought he was still in that well.
Hey!
Get Lassie.
Get Lassie.
Jimmy's done it well.
He's enlightened. He can do stuff now. He knows things are going to happen for him. But, yeah, I mean, to come back to season 1, was that like season 1 where they found the 2 stones? I don't really remember that scene, but I like how they brought that in, and then they were talking about other events.
Especially
of
Kate
polar
with
bears.
lipstick on.
Yeah, right? I know.
Well, I remember Locke, maybe it was beginning of this season or end of last season. Locke went over and he got that little bag and he took the white rock out, because, Jacob was dead at that point. Mm-hmm. So.
Dark and light.
Yeah, it's all about that, and the mother was going to pick the brother. She was really honing in on him, being her successor. Mm-hmm. But, when she found out that he wanted to leave so desperately that he would go to strangers, to his people, through his mom, who is dead, telling him this, and she believed it. I mean, she knows that, this is a very special place, a very special island.
So, do you think when he was seeing his mother, that was the island telling him
the
that
truth,
he needs to go?
The truth, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested. I'm just throwing this out there because, things are so connected. That the fact that he could see the dead, and then you have Hugo who can see the dead, the Man in Black was a candidate, and their mother thought that he would be the chosen one, but then realized that no, it is Jacob. I kind of wonder if that's connected with Hugo too. Maybe, not saying he's evil or anything or has a bad side, but rewinding, a lot of the characters, or pretty much all the characters here, are not perfect, and they all have their flaws, and they're not completely good or completely evil. We do see a lot of middle ground.
But Jacob was the same way, though. He has flaws, too.
Yeah, and I'm jumping around here, but yeah, he was so upset. I know the Man in Black just murdered your mother, but I'm you just sentenced your brother to a fate worse than death. You were angry.
Not that he knew not that he knew exactly what was going to happen.
Right. I mean, she's
And
lied to him before, so did he really
maybe
think
a part
it was
of
going
him,
to happen?
Right. Maybe a part of him thought that maybe she was lying again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, but he was telling his brother, he was telling Jacob, hey, she just burned everyone. She burned all my people, all those people. I've been there for how many years?
30 years.
Probably, yeah. I mean, look
Well,
at
he
what
said he was
she's
with
done.
him for 30 years.
Yeah, and they were, what, 10 when he departed, so probably
Yeah.
20. But if it is 30 years, so he's in their 40s. I mean, that's really bad what Mom's doing. Listen to me. I had to do that.
And she's not giving an explanation as to why. So there's
very minimal communication.
Yeah, there's no known justification for her actions.
Yeah, and
you're
that's
not even saying she's doing it for the island. She's just doing it.
Well, I think she absolutely is protecting the island and stuff. But I love the mystery, and sometimes I just want things to be said, but I get it. Like, they always just love having that mystery there. Like, they don't explain like what her purpose is protecting the island, what this light is, that it's like life, death, it's everything.
She did say that was the heart of the island.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and that she has to protect it, but she didn't say why, who entrusted her with that. She didn't.
She didn't say she was the successor of so and so.
Right.
And if that light goes out,
What's
everywhere it goes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good anywhere.
So what made this mother decide to kill the actual mother and to keep the kids? Because she needed a successor.
She needed a successor.
And knew she needed these kids. Like,
she might have saw like a vision at some point, like a prophecy kind of thing, and
like one woman's going to come pregnant. Take her.
Right, you're going to find a pregnant woman on the beach. They're going to give birth, and you're going to have two sons. One's going to have a name. One's not going to have a name.
Yeah.
Those are the chosen ones, or something.
Or someone's going to have twins or something, and because she only had an extreme expression on her face when they found out a second baby was coming.
Yes.
Like, I know it's a surprise, but she was almost like, oh my God. Like, she knew at that point that maybe I'd have to kill the mom because she was going to go back to her people and corrupt them. But so it's a bit messed up, but I like that. I like how complicated it is, where nothing's truly just one way. Right. There's a lot of things in the mix, and things get real complicated real fast. But she went around, she murdered a whole village. Like, okay, well, I know they did wrongdoings too, but you're murdering people to justify what you're protecting. So at this point, what do you guys think is happening? I know it's still, there's a lot of questions,
but
I
think right off the bat, the boys were brought up the same way by the same mom. I mean, everyone has their own personalities, right? So that alone makes them different. But she went to the brother because that's how she feels. I think she was dark, herself.
Yeah.
And she kind of, gravitated toward him. But, she knew that he was going to leave. He wanted to leave. And she had to eliminate that. So to go to Jacob now and knowing what he's been through, and now he's really gone. Now we look at, Evil Locke, who is the man in black or whatever, it's all, now we understand why he wants to get out of there. He'll do anything to get out of there. So now I'm thinking he's going to just, kill.
But if you look at what just happened to Jacob and the man in black versus what's happening to our island crew, the ones that are left, they're kind of going through similar experiences. Now the three that are left lost a lot of loved ones.
Yeah.
So they just experienced what Jacob experienced, losing his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe something like that is starting to come to light. And seeing Jack crying on the beach, is kind of similar to Jacob being in shock and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of similarities here.
I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna like work it out where Jack will be the main, like a Jacob, and then Hugo, like they can't have more than one person
He'll be the
helping
advisor.
out. Yeah, kind of like how these two should have worked out, like Jacob and his brother. Like they should have worked out as a team, but you know, people are flawed. And the mom, I think, if she didn't have so much deception, I mean, like, yeah, you can't really be like, by the way, I murdered your mom kind of thing, because that's not a good conversation to have. I don't think you can really ever get over that. But, you know, she had a purpose, and she went that far to do that and to not tell them what's going on, keep them in a bubble. I mean, heck, they're freaking hunting a boar and stumble across these guys. Oh yeah, by the way, there are other guys roaming this island. I just didn't want to scare you. And I'm like, they could have died. You know, they could have like, you know, been attacked by them or something. So she's completely keeping them in a bubble, not saying anything. So they're not going to trust after they start learning on their own. So she kind of unfortunately led them down this path. She tried to do the right thing in her eyes, but she made mistakes down the road. And now Jacob too, like when he got really pissed off, like he threw his brother into the light and became the smoke monster. So he created the smoke monster.
He created the smoke monster, and they all came to this island by accident, right? So all in all, no one can leave this island. Like, if you can't, like, that's what she's trying to do. And that's whoever Jacob is or whoever their, you know, replacement is, that's what he has to do, is try to get the smoke monster to stay there, because he's evil and he's going to spread.
But see, I think
darkness.
See, it's kind of like a yin and yang, the black and the white, because you know, you got to have balance. So you got to have some darkness with some light.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to think, I'm throwing this out there now just because I was just thinking about it, but what if the three candidates are left aren't necessarily candidates for Jacob, but they could also be for the Man in Black?
It won't be Hugo, though. Hugo's...
No, but I'm thinking, look at Sawyer and look at Jack. They kind of have a similar brotherly relationship like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're always at each other's throats.
Yeah.
You know, but then lately they've been kind of working together in a way.
Yeah.
But yet now Jack is full of, you know, just trust.
And he wants to stay.
Yeah. So
he's more like
Sawyer wants to go.
Yeah, he's more like
Sawyer
Jacob.
wants to go, and he's full of doubts. That's why he pulled the wires in the last episode.
Yeah.
So
That's a
they're
good
kind
point.
of very similar
And
I can
in
see
that
that.
aspect.
Dude, what's
What
going
about
on?
me?
Yeah.
And he's just a love, so the three of them can do it. And Kate can
So
just
I'm
be
wondering
like, I
if,
support
you know,
it.
if they find a way to get rid of Evil Locke, if maybe the person who actually does the deed and actually accomplishes getting rid of the smoke monster, they become the new Man in Black.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very curious.
Just a thought. I mean,
Yeah, because Jacob's
the
gone.
thing that concerns me is that there's still so many questions, and we only have a few episodes left.
I know, but I really think things are coming together, though. There are a lot more questions.
Well, there's a lot less. I hate to say this way, but there's a lot less people that we have to worry about all their backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, I do
You
love
only
those
have three
stories, but yeah,
candidates.
like now we're concluding everything, which is good. Now, I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I think it was great how the main mom, that murdered the other mom, because we never got her name, right? So anyways, like she said early on to that woman that was pregnant, she goes, don't keep asking questions, because you're only going to have more. Every time I answer, you're going to have more questions. So it's kind of like the show, you know, we're always going to be asking more and more, but it is
Just
good.
sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, so let me rephrase my question from before. So what do you think is going on the island? Do you think it's science now, or do you think it's faith? Like, what do you think this island is? Do you think it's a laboratory, like a scientific
So I'm starting to think that, like, the whole Dharma group are the people who, because you know how the Man in Black was saying that, you know, whenever we find something that treats metal weird, we dig to see what we find.
Right. Yeah, and that
That's kind of what Dharma was doing. They built the hatch. They built, you know, all these different areas. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like exactly what they did, and it was kind of screwing things up. And so I don't think it's a laboratory anymore. I just think Dharma was just a result of
they were trying
these people who are curious.
Yeah, they were. extremely
Yeah, and
curious. Right
trying
down
to
to
figure what it
Whitmore
was.
still trying to, get back to this island and stay there and have it for his own.
Yeah.
He wants
Well,
to
I think he
research
might have
more.
realized that leaving wasn't what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. So,
So
we know there's a lot of good things about this island too, where it, can make you walk again if you're paralyzed. It cures diseases,
Yes,
cancer. Like, it does amazing things. But it also does terrible things with people who are pregnant and don't survive. So,
and if you're not needed anymore, then you're dead too.
yeah, I knew you just blow up. Well, the island didn't need her anymore, poor Lana.
Well,
That's
she
terrible.
performed her purpose,
Yeah, so I'm going back to my original theory of that it is some kind of purgatory between life and death, and I'll just put magical in that word because magical is something that's like not explained scientifically, so it's easier just to like say that. But
when in doubt, magic.
yeah, so maybe somehow this land just exists and we just aren't aware of it, and some people just come across it, but it is like the gateway to heaven and hell, and
So you think like the light would represent like then
pure.
what
I
would you
think
represent the light as?
It's probably the heart of more than just the islands.
Well, I'm thinking
The heart
like
of existence.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
like pure, because she said life and death and something else, but and rebirth. So I'm thinking
Rebirth,
like so everything as a whole, like you have heaven, hell, that it's a form of pureness.
You just said a key word there that made me think again.
Oh, really?
So you said rebirth.
Yeah, that's what she
So
said.
all the people who have died, but in the other reality that are still alive, that could be the rebirth.
Oh, crap!
Yes, and their personalities have
Right.
They've
So
changed
maybe
greatly.
their two experiences will merge.
Look at
Oh,
Ben.
interesting. So maybe they'll go through the light.
Because it's interesting that it wasn't just life and death; it was life and death and then rebirth.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that's kind of something
just
extra
thinking-
to throw in there.
Yeah, because
long
life,
as you get out
born. I kept thinking rebirth as in just birth, but you're right,
Mm-hmm.
like reincarnation or something. So it's
Well, not really
interesting.
reincarnation, but two realities coming together. People who are died or dead in one reality are now alive in this reality. They're going to come back, and their two experiences are going to merge.
Yeah, how interesting. Yeah. So I definitely take this more as a faith thing, and that the light is like a heavenly judgment kind of thing where it creates all, destroys all, and depending, maybe like when the man in black floated in there, like it judged him as evil and gave him this curse so that way he can't leave or something.
And how do we know that she wasn't like that before? How do we know that
She
she
never
really
went in
wasn't?
there, so she never got judged.
But if she was really the smoke monster as well, and now she's in some, random woman's body raising these boys,
So you think she was a smoke monster too?
she could have been.
Yeah, 'cause
How
I
would
kept
she
thinking
know?
that
How
too,
would
yeah.
she know
Well,
that
I mean,
it's worse,
if you look
worse
at
than...
the Kim might be onto something, because if you look at how all those villagers died, they look like they were taken by surprise because one guy just had an apple
they were
right
all
next to
burned.
him,
Well, I was
like
gonna
he was
joke.
eating an apple.
Yeah, and I was gonna joke too because the way the well was buried, you had a lot of freaking rubble on top of that
That
thing.
was more than just what she could, do. That's what I'm just saying. Like, she seemed like she had evil in her. That's why she was gravitating toward the other brother.
Yeah, I could see that too. And
how would
again,
she? And now
she
I think-
murdered people. She
And
freaking
how
murdered
would
people.
and how
and
would
you know
she
what,
know that it was?
You know
worse
how
than
you know
dying?
how Locke was saying that he was trying to help them get off the island, but then he wound up doing exactly what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe by her telling Jacob, and then he wound up fighting him and stuff. She actually did choose him to be her successor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
the
love
Man
it.
in
Yeah,
Black.
this is one episode. I'm like
Yeah.
every time.
So
And
he
she
did exactly
thanked-
what she needed him to do.
And she thanked her son at the end when he stabbed her and killed her. She said, "Thank you."
Yeah,
was
'cause now
probably
you're doing
done-
That's how
exactly
you
what
leave.
do.
Want,
Maybe that's how you leave the island.
yeah, it's like, okay, I
Yeah,
found my
because because she got it to the point where she got the Man in Black pissed off at her and killed her, and then Jacob saw it, and it went to her plan. Jacob got mad and threw him in the light, and then now he's the smoke monster. So maybe you're right. Maybe she was the smoke monster, and she passed it along to him.
Yeah.
So that
and
he
he
is
knew,
really her
and
successor.
he knew that he couldn't kill him, so he had something else kill him.
Right.
In his eyes.
Right. So he knew that the only thing that he could have kill him would be throwing him in there, which is what she knew.
Because right off the bat, she kills their mother. I mean, that's...
I'm sorry. And then she hurts the man in black later in life.
She must have knew, like, this is... I have to do this so that I can use this later on to get the ball rolling.
Wow. Yeah, I love it. I love the theories, too. And thank you guys for not spoiling anything for us, too. I mean, most of you guys have been great. And we've had warnings before from our fans saying, like, watch out for certain comments, which we do. We always avoid certain, you know. I try to be careful.
Thank you for our bizarre theories that we always bring up.
I know, and sometimes we go way off. So people are like,
well, look at you from the very beginning, the mechanical monster.
Yeah, well... I was taking it very literally. It was high up most times. It had super strength, yanking people out of freaking planes.
And the noise alone.
Up into trees and then dropping them down. It had a roar and clanking. So it was a freaking mechanical dinosaur. What do you want? But I do love the idea of this monster because it is so bizarre, you know. But yeah, so we got, I think, one more episode before the finale, and I believe the finale is a couple hours long. So on Amazon, it's all, that one last episode is 2 hours. So we'll just watch it together like that. But yeah, so until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.